And we're live. Hi, Ryan. How are you?
Hi, Stephanie. I miss you.
I miss you too. I don't even know the last time we saw each other in person.
I don't either.
I think I don't remember.
It's been that long. I'm gonna say over a month ago.
Yeah, I think so.
Since we sat down and had a conversation.
Yep, I think so. Other than Zoom or the phone.
Yeah.
We have to we're gonna have to figure out a plan to reopen and see what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Big party at the bar.
I know. So for those of you that don't know, my name is Stephanie Hunnell. I'm the owner of the Hunnell Law Group. And this gentleman over here, Ryan Westerman, is my wonderful associate. And he is also a Taka bartender.
Hi.
So I've wrangled him in today to teach me how to make a drink, but I'm actually going to have Rich make the drink while I sit and just talk to you because, that's what we're doing.
Can Rich handle this?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll find out.
I was like a bartender at one time also.
Oh, that is true. And there's another member of the firm, a new member of the firm that's not on, and I heard it's her birthday. So
it is.
If you're watching.
Yep, happy birthday. Hope you have a good day. Had a good day, I guess. It's already 5 o'clock cocktail hour, so.
And I hope your birthday is just getting started.
So what are you going to make for me?
All right, so we're going to make a twist on a lemon drop. It tastes just like lemonade. It's extremely strong, so be careful. And it's one of the reasons that I don't like putting it in a martini glass is because after a couple of them, the balance becomes an issue. So I prefer a rocks glass.
Got it. Okay, we got that. Mark just logged in and said, and both were mermen. Forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. You've got quite the resume, right?
Yeah. I love that. That was fun. I got Caitlin. I'm going to have to hire another guy so we can have another merman in this year's calendar.
No, I like working with all chicks. This is fun. I like it. Keep it this way. All right, what vodka are you working with?
We have Absolute, right?
Citron? Okay.
Yep.
The key is it's got to be Citron. I opted for Svedka because it's a little sweeter.
Okay.
Oh, why not?
And I did not make my own sour mix. I cheated and just bought bottle.
And what color is yours?
Looks like Mountain Dew.
Yeah, it looks like Mountain Dew color.
So this is 2 fresh juiced lemons, 3 fresh juiced limes, and a little sugar just mixed in.
Yeah.
So it's delicious. And then our other ingredients are you're going to need lemon slices.
Got those. Well, we don't
want sugar. I prefer using the fake sugar, but we only have the real sugar here because fake sugar dissolves a lot easier than regular sugar.
Oh, that's good to know. Paige says hi. Can we use stevia? Does stevia work?
Yeah.
Trivia.
Yeah. I prefer ethyl, just for fun.
Okay.
And Sprite.
Got it.
Got it? Okay. So don't be alarmed by these proportions because they sound like a lot, but the final product, you have no idea how strong it actually is. So for the vodka, we're going to do 2.5 to 3 ounces.
Okay. This is for one drink?
Yeah. Does it go in a mixer?
Okay. Yeah, in a mixer.
In a mixer?
I put ice in the mixer.
Oh, a shaker. It's called a shaker.
Yeah.
A mixer is what you make like pancake batter. So for everyone watching at home, when you count, a 2 count is about an ounce. So we're going to do a 4.5, a 4 to 6 count, depending on how much you want. And it's going to look something like this.
Okay. And for those of us that don't have that fancy thing, we can just pour it into a shot glass?
Correct. You gotta have your bartending tool.
Oh, we have a bartending tool.
I don't know where it is.
Me either.
Did you pour it in?
Yep, it's going in now.
All right. Rich, pay attention.
Uh-huh.
Two lemon slices squeezed in.
You hear that? Ooh,
How big are the lemon slices?
they're just like regular wedges.
Yeah.
That's what they look like to me, right?
Yeah. If you're feeling nuts, go for a third.
These are 5 big lemons. Really good.
Yeah.
All right. Did you do that?
Yep. He's done.
All right. Take your sugar packet or your fake sugar packet. Half of it.
Half of the sugar packet.
So 1 for us. We'll make it 2 at a time.
Oh, he's making 2 at a time. I didn't know that. I thought I was drinking today.
That chance. I'm getting one of these too.
Okay. Splash of the sour mix.
Okay. Okay, splat. Like literally just like a little.
Just a little splash.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
And we're gonna break a very real bartender rule, and we're gonna put something carbonated in it and shake it.
Okay.
If for all you out there who don't know what happens when you pour a lot of carbonation into something and shake it, try it at home and see what happens. But you're just gonna put another splash of Sprite.
Okay. A splash of Sprite.
Just a little.
Okay.
Okay.
You got ice handy?
Yep.
Good. Ice in there. I love your little setup back there with the glasses. Okay. It's very cute.
Lucky, my quarantine house came with a bar. My personal favorite part. Look at that, Red.
Ice on the pond. Oh, that looks so good. Hurry up, Rich.
You got that part?
Rich is putting more ice. I think he didn't count correctly. I'm good. That looks good.
Okay.
Do you have another lemon slice?
Yep.
Put it on the edge of the glass.
I'm excited to taste this. I don't think I've ever had this from you.
And if you're real fancy like me, you put a little umbrella on it. And if you want to put it in a martini glass and look fancy, you can. But again, the struggle is not worth it for me. And you're done.
Thank you. Caitlin just is on just in time. She missed it the first time, but happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Caitlin.
Oh, and Caitlin, to answer your question, no, Governor Murphy has not allowed us to make pre-made cocktails and sell them. So actually, restaurants are not allowed to do that right now. But we're all hopefully waiting to do that so we can make some drinks and make everyone happy while they're in quarantine.
Yeah.
Yummy.
And look at that. 9 minutes after 5 o'clock, you have your first drink already.
Awesome.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Paige.
Cheers, Paige.
Cheers, Caitlin.
And if you're feeling really crazy, you can put a little sparkling champagne or Prosecco or something on top.
Oh, that sounds good too.
You got to drink that one with your pinky in there.
The pinky.
Yep, naturally.
I think that this would be really terrible if it was in a martini glass because I think I would drink lots of them.
Oh, yeah. And that's 2.5, 3 ounces of vodka. That's 3 shots in one drink.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Could be a problem.
We're doing this at home, so I don't have to drive anywhere.
Exactly.
So how have you been holding up with this quarantine?
I wasn't doing well by myself. And then when my quarantine crew all got together about 2 months ago, that's when it all got way better. Being by myself was not good.
Yeah.
But now that I have 4 awesome friends that we've all been housemates for 2 months now, it's kind of fun. It's kind of like having a little family. We have family dinners every night. Usually don't involve cocktails, shockingly, but we cook together, we clean together. It's super cute.
Yeah. Aw.
Have you opened up your pool yet?
No, it opens up on Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to that because it looks terrible out in the back because all of the rain and stuff in our cover like kind of collapsed a little bit. So that's terrible. Just looks bad. I can't wait. Plus now it's warm today. I'm in shorts today for the first time, so it's nice.
Yep, my whole quarantine crew just came back from the beach. I can hear them right now. I did not get to go with them today.
Working?
Yeah, working a lot. We got one of our friends' closings on Monday. Congratulations, Mike.
I'm excited for him.
Me too.
Yeah, I saw him today. I picked up Taka, so I got to talk to him a little bit today.
I also told him he's allowed to bring the puppies to the closing since it'll just be us in the office. So if you're there on Monday, there's going to be 2 adorable dogs.
Oh yeah, I'll stop over for sure. How has it been with, and I'll get to see you too.
Yay.
How has it been with closings and stuff since the quarantine?
Harder. Everything's a lot more complicated. It's not nearly as much fun as they used to be, especially at the end, because I've done a lot of my friends' closings talking about you, Paige. And when your really good friend buys a house for the first time, you don't get to hug them. It kind of takes the air out of it. So, but we did champagne in her new house and stand 6 feet apart and look at the new and look at her new home. And it's beautiful.
I'm with you. I know, I'm with you. When we did Christian's closing too, we didn't get to, we took some pictures and put them online and it seemed kind of fun, but it was sad because we couldn't hug and like, I don't know.
Celebrate.
It was a little bit different. But I mean, they're still coming through, so that's good. Have you seen a big decrease?
No, which I'm completely shocked about. I haven't seen there was a minute there where when all the closings happened that I think it was 2 weeks ago where we had like 2 or 3 in 1 week. I thought it was going to drop off and it didn't.
Yeah. Do you have any tips for people who are like looking at houses right now?
Make sure you have a computer and a printer and a scanner at home because it will make your life extremely easy. Or if you can't do that, get some kind of app on your phone where you can electronically sign documents because it's really difficult to be meeting in person and signing everything. Because everyone's so on edge.
And right now, can they do signatures? We don't have to have original signatures?
It depends on the document, but for most of them, we can sign electronically. You can do it right on your phone.
Oh, that's good. I know we have a closing right now where the person doesn't have access to the computer and email and all of that, and it's been quite a challenge.
Yes, it has. And
it's probably an understatement for you since I don't have to do that.
However, this particular client let me know that there is a remote notary service that this person just drives around and provides notarizations to people that are either have a disability or can't leave the house for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. So did not know that was a service. And she is notarizing that power of attorney and sending it back.
Perfect. That's good. Because I know the state now allows we can do some limited like virtual notarizations, but it's kind of limited. And I know with this particular person, she also does, because she doesn't really have great computer skills. Yeah. It would be more difficult to do that for her.
Probably. Yeah. It's difficult for me. So I would imagine it
That's
might
a
be
good workaround for her. Yeah, our Ryan is a little technologically challenged a little bit.
How's Rich doing? I haven't seen or heard from him in so long.
Rich is good. He's here.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Just we're busy, so it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No break.
the divorce part of this is also kicking up a little bit.
Kicking up, increasing?
We have a question. Yeah, we've been getting a lot more phone calls this week.
Because everyone's
unfortunately
sick of being stuck next to each other.
Yeah, I think they also know that this isn't ending right away and there's going to be slow openings. They also know that the court is catching up. And I'm sure, like, I think we've gotten even a couple of calls for new real estate stuff too. So I think people are realizing that we just have to figure out how to work with what we have.
Yeah, that's our challenge for sure.
Yep. Do you see this question on there? It's what's the mortgage commitment process been like during COVID? And if you ever need a remote notary, call my husband. I didn't know your husband did that. Oh, definitely.
That's great. No, we send us his contact information because I don't have a remote notary to go to. I only know about it through this client.
Hey, Mike.
But the mortgage commitment process hasn't really changed, at least not from my end of it. That's more of the client working with the lender, and everything is usually sent electronic anyway. When they ask you for all of like your tax documents and bank statements and verifications of employment. The only thing that I found to be interesting with all of this is that if you start collecting unemployment because the business your employer has been shut down because of a governor's order or what have you, even if they're going to reopen up, if you start collecting unemployment, your lender considers you to be unemployed and they're going to freeze everything. However, if you get one paycheck when they reopen, they'll just pick up right where they left off.
Oh, that's really good to know.
And even if the income is significantly different, they seem to say as long as you're employed, you're good.
Oh, that's really good. That's good.
For the client on Monday, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Close it on Monday.
Is title work picking up also? Because I know there was a little bit of a delay at the beginning of the process. With the court being closed and
they're getting a lot better.
Good.
What was it? I think it was two deals ago. There was a big delay, and they said it was just because the clerks didn't have access to the actual courts to go inside and get all the records for anything that wasn't posted online. But that doesn't seem to be a problem anymore. We've been getting everything pretty quick.
That's good. Because
Mike.
I know. At least it hasn't seemed, other than the one closing, I feel like they've been going pretty smoothly throughout the entire time.
Much smoother than I was expecting. I thought this was going to be like a minor catastrophe each time. But it wasn't.
What has been the most challenging part of doing closings through COVID?
The actual day that you sit down at the closing table, because instead of going to the title company and having the lender's funding documents all laid out and signing, most title companies aren't even letting closings happen in their conference room. They'll either have you sit outside, or you have to work from your office and fax them the lender documents, so that way the lender can review it and make sure all the signatures are where they want them to be and are acceptable. Sometimes if you miss a middle initial, they're going to send it back and have you redo it.
Right.
So it's every party being remote has just made it more complicated and more time consuming. What should take an hour has taken 3 hours. But at the end of the day, everyone gets their house. So not too bad.
That's good. We were talking I don't know, time is so different now. So I don't know if it was a few weeks ago or maybe a month ago, but about the attorney review process and how that's been going. Like there's things in your contracts that might not normally be, or things that you're including in the attorney review letters. And what have you been finding?
Like because of Corona?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The big one was making sure we had enough time to get title work done. I think it was like the last 2 before everything started picking up again. I asked for a full 30 days just in case, because even if the closing comes and your title work's not done, the title company's not going to let it close because they won't have insurance. So I think it's just better to bring it up in the beginning so no one is upset or disappointed when you have to delay it a week, and just say, this is a possibility, so keep it on your radar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But
overall, it hasn't been as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I know. I actually, when I thought about doing this and I wanted to bring you on, we can talk about some stuff, but
excuse me.
There's not really a ton that is different from the way we were doing things before.
Well, the one thing that is different is I don't like working from home every day. I don't like it.
I thought it was our banter.
Well, I thought it was fun, like for the first month, because I was like, "Oh, this is my office space," and then I could go upstairs and make a juice for 10 minutes if I needed a break. And I'm over it now. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
Ready to be back in the office.
I'm ready to be back in the office with people.
Yeah.
You haven't even worked with Caitlin yet.
I have never met her in person, which I think is crazy.
We hired her as...
Oh, she came on actually because she was going to help while you were away on vacation for like a month and a half. And
usual.
Whatever.
And then that didn't, you had to come home early, but that's when she started and that's when the whole lockdown happened. So it was like right around the same time as the beginning of this. So yeah, I forgot you haven't even met.
No, I don't even know which desk is she at? The one next to
We don't even have an assigned desk yet. We have to
Oh, so she's really working from home.
Oh yeah, no, she has not worked I don't even know if she's seen our office yet.
Actually, the other part, she hasn't been to the office yet?
I don't think so.
What is memo 618?
The only other thing that I really don't like about working at home is that when I get to talk to you guys about frustrations that are uniquely lawyer or legal in nature, I'm quarantined with a Brazilian gymnastics coach, a finance guy, a graphic designer, and an HR person. So they don't get it. They don't get it.
You don't get it, but cry me a river with your 4 hot men that you're quarantining with.
The Brazilian gymnastics. The Brazilian gymnastics coach has been very helpful in our group workouts because he actually knows a lot of crazy leg workouts and he can do them very easily, and he does it smiling and cheering us on, and we're ready to fall down every time. But
Christian, you're nuts. What is memo 618? Christian said.
Have you watched the new season of Good Fight?
Is that one? Yeah, The Good Fight. I don't know. It's on CBS thing. Anyway,
Access only.
It's really funny.
Oh.
It's a spinoff from The Good Wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I've been watching a documentary on the planets it's called Nova the Planets, and it's amazing, and you need to watch it. They do a special history of all the planets and how our solar system formed, and your mind will be blown.
I always forget that you're the documentary and the biography.
Me and Homer. It's like we just love it.
And I'm watching Stephen King and
Did you know that the most likely place for Earthlings to habitate in the solar system, the most Earth-like thing, is a moon off of Saturn, because it's all frozen water.
I'm with you, Paige.
Oh.
Hi, Eddie.
It's really cool.
Do they play Britney in the background?
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Oh, also, Tomer and Craig, 2 of the guys who own this house, hate Britney.
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
We just have to play it while they're at meetings. And I sneak her into our workout playlist every now and then because when you're working out, you don't have time to change the music. So
Yeah.
You sneak it into the office playlist once in a while too.
And by the way, I could tell when you've been at the office last because you changed the music, and then at home when well, no. At home I just say, I can't say it because it'll start, but I say like HEY Google, and then I say play like Pandora, whatever's on next, and
It'll be
like some random
Ariana Grande, you're welcome. You are welcome. Okay.
I'm like, Ryan's working at the office again.
I didn't know it connects to your home. That's embarrassing.
The Pandora does.
Oops.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying before, there's not really a ton that seems to be different. Again, like you highlighted a couple of things, but overall, I think the practice, at least as far as I can see from what you're doing, I mean, I know you do most of the real estate stuff, but it seems pretty like the same.
Pretty much the same. A couple hurdles thrown away every now and then.
Is there anything that's happening that has changed that you like, that you hope stays the same? Like we right now with family law, we have like some virtual case management conferences and stuff, and I really wish those would stay.
You know what I hope stays the same? Everyone's been really understanding and sympathetic when it comes to delays and like little complications that might come up. And I think everyone's in a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Sensitive place kind of right now. And they're much more forgiving and willing to say, oh, okay, I'm sorry, that was a mistake, and make it up to you, or forgive a deadline that was missed without overreacting.
Right.
And I think it's because everyone's quarantined and either by themselves or stuck with like the same people all the time. And I think I want that to stay. I want everyone to be nicer at the end of this.
That's not too much to ask.
I don't think so. It's so much easier to
be nicer. What?
It's so much easier.
It really is. I mean, especially with real estate stuff. I mean, I don't know. Our job's hard enough. Being attorneys, it's like difficult enough. We don't have to make each other's life more difficult.
No, we don't, and we shouldn't.
Yeah, we shouldn't. I agree with you on that, because there are a few that are not so nice, that are still being very difficult. But for the most part, yeah, I'm seeing the same thing on my end.
Are you seeing that with family law stuff? Like with parents, when the parents are fighting over kids and parenting time, are they a little bit more flexible?
You know what? I have actually been pleasantly surprised. I had a couple of cases, and one that was very litigious, and I didn't think it would settle at all. We had like some issues, and once this started, they actually started talking more, communicating more about the child, and they were able to resolve their post-judgment case without us even having to file our response.
Nice.
Which was really nice. I was very happy with that, because at the end of the day, I mean, they have to be co-parents together, and they should definitely, like, in fact, nothing but good things can happen when two co-parents are going to start communicating about the kid, and their child was younger, and it saved them a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it saved them a lot of money, because what they were looking at was spending a ton of money on experts and things like that, and they resolved it themselves. Like I had my client, I was like, talk to her. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm happy that you do that. So yeah, I am finding a couple cases like that, which makes me happy.
That's good.
Huh?
Oh, hey, Kevin. Happy belated birthday.
Oh, I didn't know it was your birthday. Happy belated birthday. Oh, I did know it was your birthday.
April 7th?
Yeah.
April? It's May.
What was it?
I think it was like 2 days ago.
I know. I thought I was drafting something today, so. I have a question, Ryan.
Tell me, or ask me.
When are you going to go paddle?
Where am I going to go what?
Paddle.
Like kayak?
It was so nice today. You should have went out on the
I couldn't. I was working, Rich.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow could totally happen. Tomorrow could definitely happen.
Mark said April 7th is him.
Ah.
Happy birthday, Mark. Happy
Good memory,
birthday.
Rich. Very good. Yeah, I want to go. Brian, the graphic designer, he wants to go kayaking too. So I'm going to try to get Paige to bring the dog to Memorial Park. And I can kayak over to Memorial Park and see her and be safe away in the ocean while she's in while she's on the beach.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, that would be, is Paige moved all? Is she moved in already, or I don't know?
Don't know.
No. Paige, are you moved in? If you're still on, I can't tell. I don't know. I guess that's it. I don't know if there's anything else that you want to add. If anybody else has questions about anything real estate related, let's ask Ryan. Give him a little bit of a hard time. Paige is not moved in yet, she said.
Paige, ask Ryan a really difficult question, please.
Why?
First week.
He was nervous enough to do this.
Stop it. You know how many rooms I took this computer in to find the best? I was in the dining room, I was in the kitchen, and I was like, I'll just go to the bar.
Well, the bar setup is really nice.
Yeah.
The only critique I have is that the light behind it is shining. So it's
I tried. There's no way around it. I tried. Otherwise, it just gets too dark in here. Maybe
Yeah.
my giant.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I had a question and now I totally lost it because I was talking about the dumb light.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This was really good.
This is really good. I appreciate you.
Besides the electronics, what would you advise new home buyers to do in advance now?
Get all of your bank statements, tax returns, verifications of employment. Just have it all lined up and scanned into your computer, because your lender's going to ask for it, and then in a month they're going to ask for it again, and then the day before the closing they're going to ask for it again, and you're going to get really aggravated. But if it's all saved in a file somewhere, you can just keep forwarding it to them over and over again. And then when you send your bank statement, they're going to say, okay, I need you to verify it again by going on the website, making sure the URL is showing. So just be prepared to send the same documents over and over again.
Yeah. So when we got our house, we did a fully underwritten mortgage. So we got all of that done in advance of even putting like an offer on a house, which I thought was really nice because it gave us a little less stress.
Yeah. So, well, what was the hardest part of your closing?
Say that again?
Said, what was the hardest part of your closing? Employee critique right here.
My attorney was so difficult. What was the hardest part of our closing? Our closing went really pretty smoothly. At the very end, the lenders did ask for some of the same information that was already sent to them and already uploaded. So even though
we had it already available.
But we did. We had everything already scanned as PDFs. I had a separate file on my computer that said like house stuff. So I was able to send it over pretty quickly.
I wasn't sure if you remembered that. I was going to give you a gentle reminder.
No, the last
I remembered that you were not happy.
I was mad. Last week I was like, are you kidding me? Oh, I think they asked about, so this was annoying about the closing. We got like a $500 like Christmas gift from Rich's family, Rich's stepdad or something, right?
Yeah.
And we deposited the check into the account.
It was just random.
Or maybe a random day. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't Christmas.
The lender required us to provide proof of what the check was, how we got it. Was it a gift or a loan? Like, it was crazy. I'm like, it's $500. I don't understand why you're asking about all this. And then we had to like write a letter of explanation. It was, yeah.
It was weird.
Mm-hmm. So lenders ask for like crazy things, to be prepared for that.
I just thought of something to tell new home buyers not to do while you're buying a house, because we had a client do this and I almost had a heart attack. Do not buy a car. Do not buy a boat. Do not buy an engagement ring or an expensive watch or a fur coat. No crazy purchases, please, because your lender could completely put a kibosh on your application if you have irregular spending like that. And we had one client buy a brand new Mercedes a month before her closing. And I said, "What are you doing?" And her response was, "It was on sale." Oh my God, well, I hope you can live in it. Oh, so don't do that. And most lenders will tell you that ahead of time, but in case they don't or they forget to, don't make any major purchases in between starting and ending the home buying process.
Yeah, I mean, they're monitoring your credit report, and you really need to have no large purchases, and you really need to, credit card spending, like don't let your credit cards go crazy. I think we've had clients before that had to, like, at the last minute pay down a credit card or pay off a credit card because they needed to make an adjustment with their application, and in order to close. Paige says yes to all of it. Yeah. Paige says yes to all of it.
She still didn't ask you a
Paige
question.
was a star. Paige, you were a star client. Thank you. You really were.
And just so everybody's clear, we don't talk about our clients' cases and their names and all of that usually, but these are our friends and they've allowed us to talk about it on Facebook or like social media. We posted pictures and stuff. So that's why we're like calling out Paige in her house.
She's my neighbor now. It's going to be a lot worse than just getting called out on Facebook.
She's a neighbor with Christian too.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Christian, and we're all neighbors now. So the Shark River Neptune area is in for a shock.
We can have picnics. I love that.
That's a false statement, Voltaire. We paid these people.
Have you met Voltaire yet, Ryan?
I don't think.
You have to. He's awesome, and he does a Saturday cabaret thing that he's been doing lately. It's pretty cool.
Where?
On Facebook. Everything's live. Everybody's doing Facebook except for you.
Yeah.
When you spend all week looking at your screens all day, I don't want to do it on the weekend. Like I
don't blame you.
Yeah. Was it last weekend when I turned off my phone like all day Sunday? I was just like, I'm done.
Mm-hmm. I think that everybody with all of this that's been going on, like you need a little bit of a mental health check. I know at the very beginning of this, I was watching the news on Facebook, watching the news on my phone. Like I was constantly checking in to see what's going on. And I ended up having to like stop. And now I just watch the news on TV, like for maybe half an hour. So I think you do the same thing. Yeah. And then that's it. I don't check it obsessively anymore. I can't. Things change every single day.
CNN New Day for a half hour in the morning with coffee. Rachel Maddow at night for a half hour or until she gets to be too sarcastic for me, and then I
I just check in on her on Facebook or something. So Voltaire says that his next event is on the 23rd. So people check in if you can. It's awesome and a lot of fun.
He does like collaborations with people.
Oh yeah, last week he did so he had somebody on the piano that was playing and he was singing a song. So it was really cool. It was very cool. And my brother John said he tuned in late and he said that he thought there was drinks. So
there are.
You missed the drinks.
Drink.
You would have gotten the recipe and it's delicious. Mm-hmm. Although it's vodka and I know you like bourbon better.
Oh, I bet you could throw bourbon into this.
Oh, I bet you could. I bet you could do this.
Throw bourbon into this. It'd be great.
Mm-hmm. I think it would be great. This is great.
Besides the margarita on Sunday that I made for Brittany and my mom on Mother's Day, this is the only other cocktail I've made since March 8th.
Oh my God.
Crazy, right?
I'm glad I made you do this. Get your skills up.
So
They never left.
You worked at Taka the other day?
Last night.
Okay. What did you do when you were?
Answered phones for 4 hours.
Wow.
But I got to talk to some of my regulars, and I ended up just like being on the phone and chatting with them, and the GM was laughing at me. She's like, "Who are you talking to?" I'm like, "This does not concern you." Talking to one of my friends. Leave me alone. Like we saw a bunch of the regulars like knocking on the windows and waving, and it was so nice to see them. They're part of the work. I count them as part of the work family.
Yeah. Love you too, Walter. I really miss like seeing people.
Me too.
I do.
Yeah.
And I kind of figure or classify myself as a little bit of an introvert. But this is a lot.
Well, I always thought I really liked I know I like my alone time. It turns out I only like my alone time for like 6 hours at a time. So like when I work all day down here and then I get to go upstairs and hang with the guys for like a workout or for dinner, I'm like, all right, I need this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how anyone else makes it.
I know. It's been a struggle. Some days are good, some days are not so good, but
It's like regular life.
Like regular life, I do miss our office time though, and I do miss that we can like, if a case comes up, we're like just shooting ideas back and forth with each other, and also harassing each other and picking on each other.
I got to hold the baby on Sunday, my nephew.
Oh, yay! How's he doing?
So heavy.
Putting the weight on.
Oh, he's got to be way over 20 pounds now. And now his rolls have gone down to his arms, and it looks like he has like permanent bracelets because his fat rolls over his wrist. He's the cutest.
You know what? I was supposed to order him a onesie, and then this whole thing happened. I totally forgot. I got to get him a Hunnel Law Group onesie.
I wouldn't even know what size he is. He sleeps in a crib now. He's not even
really.
He's not even 6 months old, and he sleeps in a crib.
Oh, good for Brittany.
He's giant. He's gonna be taller than me. It's gonna happen.
Probably gonna be taller than you.
Yeah, probably. Oh well.
Oh well. All right. Well, there's not really any questions or anything about real estate or family law or anything or drinks. John,
does anybody have a question about how to make a certain drink? Because you got a bartender here.
Yeah, that too. I'll send John the link.
You should be asking for the free legal advice. It's so much more valuable.
It really is.
It costs way more. But if you need to know how to make a cocktail.
Yes. But you know what? People want to know more about how to make a cocktail during a pandemic than they want to know about, I don't know, what's in your closing statement.
The attorney review process. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, but do you have anything else to add?
No, other than this. I'm glad you pushed me out of my comfort zone.
See, it wasn't so bad. This is just us chit-chatting.
Yeah.
As you're okay, I'm almost done. So yeah,
it's just sweating right now.
Well, it's really hot. I keep like shaking my shirt off. It's really hot.
I'm in the basement room. I love this room because it's dark and it's cool. It's the best place to sleep. So this is why I chose this room. And it's got a bar. And did I show you my disco ball?
No, but we've seen your disco ball on another video.
The disco ball?
Nice. Who doesn't love a disco ball?
Huh?
I said, who doesn't love a disco ball?
In your bar bedroom? Yeah, of course. That's how it's supposed to be.
Thanks,
All
Mark.
right, well, if no one has any other questions, have a good weekend.
Yeah, everybody have a good
have a great weekend.
Yep, everybody have a great weekend. If you guys do have any other questions for Ryan or myself about real estate, family law, how to make a drink, post them and we will get back to you in the comments. This was a lot of fun. Thanks, Ryan, for letting me push you.
You're welcome.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye.